Hey guys, welcome back, it's Neil, and we have gotten even more news for Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4. As you may or may not know, yesterday, Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4 had their official trailer finally drop with a confirmed date of June 5th, which is the same day that the Switch releases. Now, we got even more information and more looks, more images, more gameplay of Chapter 3 and 4. If you scroll down here on this page of Go Nintendo, these are real images of, as you can see, this was not in the trailer. We'll get to this. In the trailer, in the trailer, in the trailer, in the trailer, not in the trailer, and we'll get to this as well. Let's start with the big thing and what's probably on the thumbnail right now. Tenna. This image is of Chapter 3 clearly, and there's a lot to break down. First of all, the borders. That is a TV head. That might just be Tenna or Mike or whoever you believe it. For the purpose of this video, I will be referring to them as Tenna. If this design is true, I have lots to say about it. I like the design. It's very, very reminiscent of Addison's with the suit and the long nose and the everything. All bro has that's different is a TV head. And the antennas kind of make like for goofy eyes, which might be why we only saw the smile of Tenna in the ending of Chapter 2. And it also looks like similar to Queen. On consoles, if you're in Queen's Mansion, the border will be a statue of Queen. And this looks like it's a statue of, or a trophy even, of Tenna. So, first of all, Tenna looks very happy and friendly here. And Queen did as well, but Queen isn't as serious of a villain. Tenna might be a similar villain to Queen, which I know a lot of people are divided on it. A lot of people want a Queen-like villain. A lot of people want a more serious villain. I think we'll get a serious villain in Chapter 4 because it's supposed to be like a more standard lore-filled chapter that's a little more serious with higher stakes. And Chapter 3 is more like a fun chapter, like Chapter 2, but with less story. But I still like the design. I think it's charming. I think once we see Tenna in game, I will make my opinion on him. This is a little conflicting with me though, because as we see, Tenna's all happy. If that is Tenna's nose, it's coming out of the screen. And that kind of doesn't line up with this image. Tenna is very, very intimidating here. Like, this feels like an Omega Flowey-esque kind of vein. It's a different style. It's a 3D image in the game. And if we presume that this is in-game footage like the rest of the trailer is, then, well, the rest of the trailer besides the intro and the outro, then this kind of clashes with what we know as Tenna over here. So I am very, very confused at the moment, but I am willing to let them cook. We will see in 2 months what Toby has been cooking. But I do have another explanation, and that Tenna, since Tenna's a TV, may have different personalities. Yes, I'm saying Tenna's bipolar. It could be kind of like a good cop, bad cop thing, which not only is a very popular trope in TV characters specifically, but is also, it would also make sense because you literally change channels on TV. And as we see in the ending of Chapter 2, Susie is rapidly changing channels. So I think Tenna's mood can change based on what channel they have selected. And I personally think that would make for a very good villain. Chapter 1, we had intimidating, mysterious king. Chapter 2, we had outgoing but cruel queen. And Chapter 3, we have Tenna, who has to swap between being a good cop and a bad cop, and is the main villain. And I really enjoy this. Tenna can go from this really positive game show host, really outgoing TV person, to, let's say, some cruel J. Jonah Jameson-esque, like, CEO of whatever network Tenna is working with. We don't even know if Tenna's working with a network. I'm just spitballing here. And I think that explains pretty well, or is a pretty good theory on why Tenna is so cute over here and so intimidating here. Because at least the Queen border captured the same essence as Queen, the same kind of feel that Queen gives off, the regal, outgoing, extroverted feel. And obviously both of these are very extroverted, but one is very cutesy and one is very intimidating. One's almost feeling like analog horror, which is pretty cool. I really like this Tenna, and I think if they pull off a good cop, bad cop, I will be very here for it. Either way, I don't doubt Toby's ability to write antagonists. I think either way, Tenna's gonna be good, whether it's this good cop, bad cop character or just another character in the vein of Queen. As long as Tenna doesn't feel like a Queen clone, I will feel probably very happy with whatever Toby cooks up. And also in this image, I'd like to bring up the supposedly scrapped stealth zone. So Toby Fox lied to me. He lied to all of us. The song that you hear right now is the song that's supposed to play during the stealth zone. And as you can see, it's no longer unused. Or maybe it never was unused. Which also leads people to believe, I've seen this a lot online, that we may also be getting a certain scrapped cowboy area in Chapter 3. What does this mean? You tell me, DELTARUNE community. You tell me. And here we go to an image that we already had from yesterday on the Steam page, but with the console borders. And as you can see here, it is the border of the background of the official DELTARUNE countdown website. Well, official DELTARUNE website, there's just a countdown on it now, which I feel very nostalgic. I feel like I'm back in 2021 with this countdown just slowly ticking down, and I love it. And as you can see in the background, we have the same church pillars. And as you can see here, it's the same church as in the game. So this is even more confirmation that it's going to be at the church. As you can see, where else is there going to be angel imagery? Just be honest with me right now. And finally, for this light world image, as you can see here, this is new because you can clearly see that Susie's here with us. We never get the chance to talk to Sans outside of his grocery store with Susie following around. And he says, "Oh man, thanks for checking that. That's wrong." I hope you like my Sans voice. As you can see here, Susie is coming from behind. They must have came from behind either the grocery store or Sans' house. And this has insane indications, because if it's behind Sans' house, that means we might be going to Sans' secret lab. And we might get more fleshing out of Sans' character. And what exactly is up with Sans, Papyrus, and the Skeleton Bros in this game. So answers might be coming for all those Sans DELTARUNE equals Sans Undertale theories. We might even be able to see the machine. And I am tripping over this image. I am going nuts. I'm going bonkers over this image. And Sans even says that's wrong. And I don't know what he could possibly be talking about. We could also maybe be seeing Papyrus back there, but I highly doubt it. I think Papyrus is going to be like a Chapter 7 character that Toby edges the whole game. I am very happy that we are getting a big Light World segment, though. I don't think I've ever expressed that, but I'm very, very excited for that Light World segment at the beginning of Chapter 4. Now, that's basically it for all the new information we got, but I'd also like to flesh out my thoughts from the previous video that analyzed the trailer, which you should definitely watch after this, by the way, because we do an amazing job breaking everything down, and I think is a very well-made video. So please go check it out. First of all, as you guys can tell, this is a shade of green. We might be colorblind. This is slightly yellow. This is like piss green. Argue it with me. And the second thing I would like to bring up, the background of this. We thought it said something news live, but it might be Lightner's Live or Night News Live. And I think both of those are very likely. I think maybe Night News Live is a little bit more likely, because I don't think Lightner's Live is going to be... It would make as much sense as Night News Live. And especially because this chapter takes place at night. So shout out to whoever said Night News Live in the comments. You know who you are if you're watching this. Otherwise, a shout out means nothing. Lol. But yeah, that's basically about it. I would like to leave the video off on here because, as you guys can tell, I'm very excited for this game. So I just want to watch this tick down while I say my outro. If you guys enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, join the Discord. If you really like the video, consider becoming a member because it's very cool. Y'all get videos early. In terms of content, y'all should be getting another video on Deltarune later this week, even if there's no news drops. And I will do my best to provide as much Deltarune content as I can in these next 2 months up to the release date. Expect it to ramp up more in May. Thank y'all for watching all the videos and supporting us. We have made extreme progress with our channel, and it's just mind-blowing to me and Jux. We will be streaming Deltarune when it comes out June 5th, so be there or regret it forever. Yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh yeah, that's definitely going to be the outro. That is definitely going to be the post-credits.